This is a 62 Buick Special. Picked it up a few months ago. It has a few problems, but I have driven it around. It has all the badging. Shattered windshield, which I will be working on getting. The driver's side door does not open from the inside. I'm trying to figure out how to fix that. The body is mostly okay, but there is a big chunk of Bondo right here. The paint sucks on it. But like I said, it does have all of the badges, the original poverty caps. Here's a little bit more of that damage. Now, I'm going to try and straighten some of that out, but a lot of it I'm just going to be okay with. I just like the car. A little bit more of the dents. It has both of the original mirrors, but there's no mirror in this one. And the other mirror is snapped right here. I have the original antenna, but it's not very good either. I need to get the grommets for that. The radio does work though. Then here's a little bit of extra crunch. The bumper is not currently on it because I let my daughter drive it and she kind of ran it into the wall, so I had to fix the wall. Messed up the grill quite a bit and dropped the bumper off. But the bumper also has paint on it, so get that clean while I can. Boy. Has a 198 V6. The first production V6 in American made car. It's an odd fire and it sounds great. The firing order on it is, let's see if you can see it. 165432. She does not have exhaust behind the Y connection, so very loud. I'll go over a few of the more wonky things with it, but that overall it's really not in too bad of condition. The interior, yeah, somebody tried to cut holes for speakers and lost the hand grip on this side. But overall, for the age, it's not bad. I think someone tried to put a new roof liner on it and they didn't do a great job, but that's another thing of those I'll slowly work on. It has a couple seat belts in it for the front. A couple little small tears in the seat, but really for the year, it's not bad. There's that other mirror. Buick. I have a couple extra rims for it. You can see daylight because it does have a little bit of rust in the trunk. Nothing too bad. Key was drilled out, so that just takes a screwdriver. It does have what appears to be a bullet hole in the trunk, which, I mean, that happens. Now to go over a few things of what I've already done to this. So I have a battery that's way too large for it. I've, of course, had to redo the distributor cap and the points. A new alternator, which this is a homemade alternator bracket because where the generator bolted in, the bolt holes broke on that, so you can't really strap it up on that. I've had to replace one of the push rods because it was a J. Of course, rebuilt the carburetor a couple times. Currently, what it needs an oil change. Like I said, I've driven it around a bit, but it's not great. Oh, I had to get a new pressure switch for the brakes. I need to put new radiator hosing in it because it leaks from somewhere. Just because they're old hoses. I don't have much backstory on this vehicle, but it was really hard to get it running because it just seemed like everything was off. The timing was off real bad. The gap on the points was off. Well, actually, the gap on the point, somebody put what looked like dielectric grease on it, and the points were off really bad. Then I've had to do quite a bit with the wiring. It had some grounds that were missing. Oh, but she's reading 20,469 on the dash. But if you can see the pedals down there, which if I was smart I'd have a flashlight, but I'm not, so it's alright. It's definitely not 120,000. Pretty sure it's 220. Maybe it is, but I'm not sure. I also have a split in the door right here. My biggest problems with getting this on the road right now, because I said I've driven it around. It's just really not safe because, as you can see, that is a super split up windshield. Oh, and I have an original mirror, but it doesn't hold very well, if you can't tell. Something kind of neat about it. So the lights work, but the radio works. Finally got that the other day. I am missing the windshield wiper actuator, which I'll work on getting that. The heater works. The heater works good. This is still going to take a bit of work to get actually roadworthy, but it's nothing too bad. And I will be documenting as I continue moving forward with this. But one of the things that I'm planning on doing is giving everyone kind of a cost breakdown. Because you see a lot of channels on YouTube where they just kind of do the work and you're like, oh wow, neat. But you don't know what you're really getting into, what it's costing, and perhaps you don't have a great amount of resources for finding parts or for figuring out how to do stuff in general. Because I know I've had that problem. Ugh. She does sound real good when she fires up, though. Let's see. Absolute cold start. Said she's going to be a sweet thing. Another thing I need to do is get new tires for the front. These tires are too small for the rim and they don't seal. But the tires are 13s and they're just getting harder and harder to find. I'm also trying to figure out how I want to do the paint scheme on this car. Because at one point in time it appears like it was kind of this blue color on the hood. With the white top. But I'm thinking I might try to match the interior colors, which are this darker blue that's on the dash for the body, and then the lighter blue like the steering wheel on the top. But it's all going to be most likely just going to be spray painted. And I said that'll come with time. I said this is one of my 2 current projects. So I will probably get a video of the other one here soon, and we'll kind of go over that too. Oh yeah, the back here's a little not great, but that's something we'll work on. I believe I didn't have to do the fuel pump in this car, but like I said, it did need quite a bit, and a lot of it was wiring because it just wasn't doing good. But I got it to where headlights and brake lights come on, turn signals come on, and you can't ask for a whole lot more than that. Kind of is what it is. That I don't have much of a backstory on this car. I just got it from a gentleman, and I think he was the one that was trying to put the sound system in it, which didn't work out, of course, but we'll work something out with it. But she's going to be a pretty sweet ride once we finish up. It's one thing it's hard to deny are the curves of that body. That's what's so nice about these older cars. They have all these curves. If you look, got right in the middle there of the hood. Got this nice curve right here. And you got the lines going all the way down the side. Said she'll be a sweet little car when we finish up with her. From what I understand, this model of Buick Special was meant to be an economy car. From what I was told, it should get 25 to 28 miles per gallon. But we'll see how that works when we actually get out and drive it more than just around the block to get gas. Yeah, you can see how the paint just kind of gross and pitted. That's why I actually scuffed that down to make sure that it wasn't just rusted through, which it's not. Well, that's about it for this for the moment. We will I'll be getting this and the other car, which is a Plymouth Valiant. Gonna get them both back on the road here, probably about within the next month. So, be working on them and trying to get everything taken care of for them. So yeah, y'all have a good day.